I'm gonna take y'all down a rabbit hole real quick. And of course, I have my amethyst for protection. This was over 10 years ago, so you will have to bear with me on all of the details. And I'm also going to be purposely leaving out some details of this story just for confidentiality, just to set the stage and the tone. This was my freshman year of college and started working in the mailroom. One of my bosses, I guess you would call her, she was over the mailroom. There were two ladies in there, but one in particular took me under her wing. I mean, she was introducing me to the president of the college. She was walking me around, taking me to every department. I knew everyone at that school because of her. Everybody important, I knew. One day I go to work and we're just chatting. We were talking about something spiritual. And keep in mind, I went to a Baptist college. I guess she felt comfortable enough to share this with me. It honestly felt like something that she was like holding on to, or something that was like heavily weighing on her, because it's like when she told me, it's almost like a weight was lifted off her shoulder, or like she was almost looking for me to help her understand it. It was, I can't really describe it, but long story short, you guys, she tells me that she's married to Bozo the Clown, and she's like, yeah, you know, he's a white man. That about 20 years ago, we started receiving these weird letters in the mail. She said they never had a return address, but they would get them like every month. And it was from a secret society. I'm not going to say the name, but she used the name. It started with I, ends with I. She did seem kind of nervous to tell me this, but she was like, one day she opened the letter. It was addressed to him, her husband, and the letter said, if you join our organization, anything that you want or need in this lifetime will be taken care of. This is tangible and intangible things. And I can't remember all the specifics of what she said, but basically she alluded to the fact that he didn't respond. I'm assuming he didn't respond. And just the fact that she shared that with me, that's something that I kind of buried in the back of my head for some reason. I had always been, like, ever since I went through like my major spiritual awakening, I had always been a person that was into, I guess you would call them conspiracy theories. To me, they're not conspiracy theories because there's a lot of facts and there's a lot of fact that backs up a lot of these claims. So I've just always been a person that knew that there was more to the story than they wanted us to believe. I think what creeped me out the most was that I researched this probably about a year ago. That story popped up in my head and I was like, So I looked up Bozo the Clown. I came to find out that there were multiple Bozo the Clowns. I'm not going to say where. I'm not going to say the specific location. I almost did. But there were multiple Bozo the Clowns. And sure enough, I see her last name next to his last name. And I was like, wait. And I went a little further, saw their marriage certificate. So that to me confirmed. Her sharing that with me really showed me that there's so much more to fame and fortune. I feel like living a regular life beats a lot of the things that these people are having to do to keep up with appearances and maintain the livelihood and the illusions that they have created. So if you live a regular life, continue living your regular life, because there's no strings attached to you living your regular life. Do what makes you happy. Define what success means to you, because if you let somebody else define what success means to you, or you change yourself because you're trying to be like somebody else, or you're idolizing a celebrity or influencer, I'm going to urge you guys to stop doing that, because I truly feel like they do have a lot of people in a hypnosis, and they have a lot of people in a cult that does not realize they're in a cult. I try to always focus back inward. What is this telling me or teaching me? How should I conduct myself? That just simply means me being in control of what I consume, Me being in control of realizing the only thing and only person that I idolize is myself. I put myself on that same pedestal instead of putting others on that pedestal, and it starts to show. A lot of people are truly in a psychosis, truly being hypnotized by the influence and the illusion that is being painted. If anybody wants to book a personal reading or join my spiritual life coaching, send me a message on here or click the link in my bio and go to my link tree to book a reading.